Welcome to Chamber Chats, a weekly series by the West Monroe West Ouachita Chamber of Commerce highlighting our valued members. As always, find out more about the Chamber and our members online at westmonroechamber.org. Special thanks to our Season 2 title sponsor, Ouachita Valley Federal Credit Union. And now, this week's episode of Chamber Chats.
Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Chamber Chats, filmed live here at Louisiana Delta Community College. Today we are excited to have our friend Allie with Atmos with us. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Well, okay, let's dive into Atmos. Most people might get that bill in the mail, but Atmos is more than just a gas company. Tell us a little bit about the company itself.
Absolutely. So, as you know, Atmos is our natural gas distribution company here.
That's
in town.
right.
To kind of put it in a nutshell for people, you have the production company,
Sure.
which is the company that drills it out of the ground.
Uh-huh.
Then you have the transmission company, that's the pipeline that gets it from
Making it available to
Yes,
you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we are the distribution company, so we're kind of third in command. We're the one who gets it from the transmission company and gives it to our customers.
Got
through
it.
Meters and things like that.
Absolutely. So tell us, what do you think maybe a misconception about Atmos is?
So I know there's a lot of talk about natural gas and how it may be dangerous or,
Sure.
just inefficient, but actually it is considered to be one of the most efficient energy sources and safest. Our vision at Atmos is to be the safest, most reliable, and most dependable and most affordable distributor of natural gas. So, Atmos is working well with others in the community and nationwide to work towards a low carbon energy future. There are many ways we do that. We are building Z&E homes across the country. Atmos is across 8 states: Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Kansas, Colorado, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Virginia.
I would have never got that list, but good for you.
So to put it in short, we have built Z&E homes, which stands for Zero Net Energy Homes. They're completely run off of solar panels and natural gas. You do that by installing high-efficiency water heating appliances, air conditioning units.
Looking holistically at the entire energy footprint of those people's lifestyle.
Right.
And making the home conform to that.
We put in the top-rated insulation,
Sure.
Windows. You have the solar panels, so the house can be self-efficient. But the idea of the Z&E home is the house is going to produce as much energy as it consumes within the first year. So bills would be extremely low. We actually built our first one in Lafayette last year. So there's a dozen across the states, but our first one in Louisiana was in Lafayette last year.
I know when we talk about Louisiana, a lot of times we talk about storm readiness, and Atmos is a big part of that, because when we talk about storm readiness, we often talk about generators and that kind of stuff, and Atmos is always a partner in making sure that those things are fueled and ready to respond to natural disasters. Tell us a little bit more about how Atmos gets involved in the community and maybe your role.
Yeah, absolutely. So another way that we're kind of enrolled in the community, we offer a rebate program. We have a rebate program, and it offers rebates for customers, business or residential customers that want to make high efficiency and weatherization updates in their homes, like changing out shower heads to more high efficient shower heads and changing out. I don't know if y'all saw, we donated almost $50,000 to St. Francis for just making updates around, just high efficiency updates.
Because y'all's model is that you want to be one of the sustainable partners.
Right.
And growth doesn't always mean compromising on your energy needs.
Yes.
And so you have these rebates for, and you said shower heads, it was like, why in the world? But for water heating, right? Yeah. So
the amount of water.
Yeah, the amount of water that's actually consumed.
I actually learned something just a few weeks ago. So I want to say he told me within 1 minute, you go through almost 13 gallons of water with a normal shower head.
With the traditional shower heads. Yeah.
I think that was the stat. Don't hold me to it.
And now it's like 2.5.
Right,
it's tremendously different. But with the new shower heads, they boost pressure and still a good experience.
Right.
You're not sacrificing anything. Yeah.
And so and they actually say that, I know if you're thinking making these kind of changes, those shower heads are very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. They're not just your little cheap shower heads that you can go to.
So being a good energy steward throughout the community and for your residential customers, what else is part of Atmos's mission?
So we have an employee-based volunteer program called Feeling Safe and Thriving Communities. It's something that public affairs is really big into, but it's also all employees in Atmos.
Okay.
And we focus on childhood hunger and literacy. So
Wow.
we'll go and donate book machines or books to schools. Anybody, any child, getting them grade reading level ready by third grade.
Yeah.
And then we focus on food pantries for children. I think the school board kind of does it too, but we focus on donating money or even food, canned food drives, things like that for kids to take.
Yeah, we also often say if a child is sitting there hungry, there's no way that they can concentrate on the learning objective in front of them. And school reading programs is essential. And we often talk about that third grade reading level, and it's such a testament to your company to concentrate on that milestone, because really it's a change in trajectory for a whole life.
Yes.
If you're on track by third grade, your entire life trajectory changes.
Right. And then, so that fueling safe and thriving communities, we do focus on kids a lot, but we also focus on our neighbors. That comes in where we partner with energy assistance programs and agencies to help pay bills if somebody needs help paying their bill.
Yeah.
It's not always easy, especially in today's economy.
Right.
So we donate money to those agencies so people can have that financial help. And then we also just honor our heroes, being EMT, medical, fire, police, and even teachers. Teachers are heroes in my mind. And so we do that by, we feed them lunch every so often, and we donate to the fire departments and the police departments in any way we can help.
I know. We do a major luncheon every year called First Responders, where we feed all the first responders in Ouachita Parish, and y'all are a key pivotal partner in that. It's just another testament to making sure that the community is enriched and supported. Yeah. Now, you have a community challenge. Talking about outreach, you have a challenge for our friends and neighbors. What's that going on?
So last month, we granted a wish. We partnered with Make-A-Wish, Texas, Gulf Coast, Louisiana.
Okay.
That chapter of Make-A-Wish. And there was a little boy from Monroe, Noah. He's 10 years old. He has a sarcoma, but he's well now. They were able to get it out through chemo and radiation and surgery and all that. But he had a wish to go to Legoland.
Oh, wow.
So Atmos granted a $15,000 wish.
Okay.
Just to make
for
his
this
wish
kiddo,
come true.
yeah.
And he was able to go to Legoland last week.
Oh, how cool.
And enjoy. So our challenge to just our local business owners, I know we're real big, and West Monroe is really big about helping each other out. Local,
It
but
is,
shop local and all
it
of
is
that.
definitely a community that is mindful of being involved and helping those that have silent needs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so just a few stats that I got with Make-A-Wish on. So in Louisiana, there are 270 wish kids on a journey to have a wish granted. 51 of them are in North Louisiana.
Okay.
And a whopping 13 kids in Ouachita Parish are waiting for their wish to be granted. And these wishes don't have to be a trip to Legoland.
Right.
Some kids are wishing for a shopping spree.
Yeah.
Some are wishing for an outdoor playhouse in their backyard. Some are wishing for a basketball goal.
Very practical
Very
things.
practical. I mean, they're young kids.
Sure.
They don't have these big, things that they want in mind. And so we're just challenging the community to get involved with Make-A-Wish. See how you can help. I know if you have a lumber yard, can you donate some wood for the playhouse?
Right.
Or if you have a boutique, can you let the child come in and have a shopping spree? Things like that. I know there's some training you have to go through if you are actually working with the child directly. But even if you have the financial ability to help, like we did, we weren't actually working with Noah one-on-one too terribly much, so we didn't have to go through certain training.
Right.
But we were able to grant
Step
his wish,
up.
and the reward from that. I mean, we had a big celebration at our office for him, and
so the challenge is get involved at whatever level you can get involved.
Yes, because 13 kids in Ouachita Parish, 51 in North Louisiana.
Yeah.
That's a ton of
We can clear
children.
that list.
I mean, and we could do that.
Sure.
If everybody would just
get involved,
get a little bit of time and maybe a little bit of money. However, get involved with
make
it.
a wish
help them
come
out.
true.
Yes,
I love
it's
that.
the best experience. So.
Tell us about what brings you joy and fulfillment in your role at Atmos.
So I kind of wanted to go over this. I actually went to school to be a teacher, a school teacher, and it just wasn't.
Education wasn't
it
the
just
jam.
wasn't my calling. I thought it was, but it wasn't. So I started at Atmos as a summer job after graduating college, and just as an operations assistant, came in, was answering phone calls, things like that.
Sure.
And I was able to watch public affairs and sales just the way we give back to the community. I wanted to get involved in that. So that is really what brings me joy. When I got my foot in the door with Atmos, I kind of took it and ran with it towards this area that I'm in, and just learning new things every single day about the community, about how we can help, things like that. And I also enjoy learning about where things come from and how it works.
Sure.
So how natural gas is formed, and
the whole holistic
how it keeps me warm in the winter. How does
That's
it
right.
actually do that? So just learning things like that, and but mainly giving back to the community. That is just the biggest thing to me, and so rewarding to be able to be part of that.
Absolutely. How do people maybe find out careers at Atmos or more information about the company?
Yeah, so we're always hiring. I mean, if you're willing to move, there are plenty of opportunities. Monroe, it's such a good company that once you get in,
You're
you
probably
don't really
going to
want to
be,
get out.
yeah.
So there are not always a ton of openings, but getting in through the service department is one way to kind of get your foot in the door. So if you're ever interested, if anyone's ever interested, they can go to atmosenergy.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, and go to careers. And you can search careers throughout all of our 8 states, job openings, and all of the things.
Cool.
So.
Well, thank you so much for being such a quality community partner. Thank you for the challenge, and we appreciate you and all the fine work that you do to literally keep the energy
Thank you.
flowing.
And I want to thank the Chamber, too, just for giving us opportunities to get out there and build relationships with our stakeholders. I mean, you hear the word stakeholders and you think, I know when I started, I thought that's a big word, and that's something.
What does it really mean?
A stakeholder is our local mayors and Atmos Energy customers, anyone who provides for Atmos. And so I really appreciate all y'all do for us, too.
Well, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of Chamber Chats, filmed live here at Louisiana Delta Community College. Stay tuned in Season 2 as we highlight more members and other activities throughout the community.